And so let us keep our fingers crossed and hope that Electoral Commission will do the needful to save the peace and integrity of this country. Thank you very much.
So that is the General Secretary of the opposition NDC, Johnson Asiedu Nketia. He was speaking just after John Dramani Mahama, the flag bearer of the NDC, spoke. He says he will not accept any attempt to subvert the will of the people. He believes strongly that, and he knows for a fact, that the NDC has won 140 seats in Parliament. Well, these are his words.
This is still your election command center. Thank you for staying with us. Just gone by was that presser, very brief, straight to the point, by the flag bearer of the NDC and the general secretary of the party, Johnson Asiedu Nketia. The two men have spoken the same language, which is that they believe they've won majority, but then the EC should go ahead and declare. They are also awaiting that, and also condemned the suspected use of the military in some constituencies to frustrate the process, the counting and collation process. We have seen some of, for instance, in the Techiman South, we actually interviewed a gentleman there who updated us on the development there, and said that calm had been restored, but then there were earlier some confusion over there that seemed to have degenerated into guns being fired. Some persons were injured. We do not know about death yet, as Asiedu Nketia alleged. But then they said that they had won a number of constituencies and regions, including winning about 40% in the eastern region, which, since 2000 has voted or is seen as the NPP stronghold. Another stronghold of the NPP, the Ashanti region, the NDC is saying they've won about 30% of votes there. We are also getting numbers from the various constituencies and working it here at your election command center. So we'll start painting a picture for you which region has been fully counted and which of the parties has won that. That is coming your way shortly. Alfred is still with me here. Let's talk briefly about some of the key pointers raised by the flag bearer of the NDC and the general secretary. This is a quote I'm going to put out straight from John Dramani Mahama. He said, quote, "We will resist any attempt to subvert the will of the people." That's John Dramani Mahama. And from what we are picking up from the ground and what Komla Klute just told us, they are saying that they are majority in parliament, and because of that, they believe strongly that they are going to be forming the next government of the next 4 years. Alfred, walk us through some of the key things you're hearing and monitoring and picking up yourself.
Well, Alice, you've touched on a number of the really most important things that John Dramani Mahama, the flag bearer of the NDC, touched on in that the press conference that they held. It's a very brief one, but touched on some very sensitive issues which you have just went through. As a matter of fact, this issue with the military stepping in has had some security analysts as well commenting on it, because as we do know, that they are not supposed to be at polling stations, right? They're supposed to be police, as it were, policing, going round the patrolling the polling stations and not present at the polling stations. It is the police, the Ghana National Fire Service, the Ghana Immigration Service, the Ghana Prison Service, and other allied the security agencies. That's where the concern is, indeed, about the military that showed up, especially in places like the Ablekuma Central. Mm-hmm. That's where Wendy Lyle was earlier, and we saw that confusion there that led to this young man who is still at a hospital receiving medical treatment, in fact, sustaining gunshot wounds. Very, very unfortunate development there, and that's what the GJA also touched on. So it's actually a clear and general concern with the violence that erupted in some of the places. One other issue, though, is the parliamentary seats and the regions that Johnson Esiedun Ketia talked about that pair their own. And you see, they also have their own establishment monitoring their results, well, right, based on the results coming from their agents as well.